Hello, fellow humans and others if you're watching. Okay, so in the last episode of City Skylines 2, we managed to make it up to level 3. And I'm sorry, the music is just a little bit too loud for me again. So let's come in here. And that should not affect the recording volume. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we made it up to level 3 and all within the one square here. So I'm going to be expanding a little bit over onto this island here. So we have 12 squares that we can buy. Let's just buy these 3. Okay, those 4. And yeah, that one as well. Okay, and we don't have access to our transportation yet, so I'm not going to bother with buying the squares that have the train line on them just yet. When do we get them? That's not what I wanted. Milestones, that's what I want. Okay, police and administration, Grand Village, is that it? Transportation overview, okay, so that's when we get access to transit. And then we have to come in here, go under the transportation tab, and it'll only cost us 1 development point to get the train. So that's coming up in the future. For now, we are going to build up this area out here. And we're actually going to start with a livestock farm, I think. But we're not going to put it here because we don't need fertile ground for livestock. It can be set up anywhere. That's the same with the stone mining. Okay, so to start with, we are going to come off of this road here. Let's make this a 4-lane road. And it doesn't want to snap to the middle. Okay, it's just snapping to the outside lane there. That's fine. Now, where are we going to be pulling this through? Let's turn on our contour line so we have an idea. And yeah, that is really, really hilly. Okay, so actually I think a better place to come off would be over here. And where can we follow that around to? And follow that around to this fairly flat area over here. So why don't we do that? Okay, now where are we going to build? Okay, we need a... We have a nice flat spot over here by the looks of it. Yeah, this entire area looks pretty flat. We have this road here that we want to bring across. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, that's a 4-laner as well. And zoomed out just a little bit too much there. Curved road tool. Or take this one right up to meet the other 4-lane road that we just put in. So this will be our collector for this area. If we can come straight, 180 degrees. There we go. Now let's bridge across over here. Okay, and reduce our steps down a little bit here. $80 degrees, page up. Okay, let's go with that. And 0.4% slope. Let's bring that down a bit to about there. And bring it up to 180 degrees. That doesn't look quite right. But it is. Okay. Yep. Wrong buttons again. Get my hand in the wrong position. Okay, so now we are going to hook up this down to here. And let's see, curved road tool. Around, and how far up are we? Pretty far. 3.9% grade. Let's see what happens when we bring it right down to ground. That's 1.7% grade. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That looks all right. Oops. Spin that around. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. Until we get down to the very end over here. So why don't we keep that same grade and just do away with a couple of sections there. And what is happening here? Okay, let's go page down. Okay, that's about 4%. That's about the max that we want to do it. Overlapping items, okay. No, that's still not quite what I wanted there. Let's take that out yet again. Okay, how are we looking here? That looks pretty good, I think. A little bit of retaining wall action. Okay, that's a nice smooth incline coming all the way from up here down to the bottom on the other side over here. And let's just come into our landscaping tools, level that out. Level it out. For strength, yeah, let's drop that down a bit. Drop down the size, too bad. Okay, this is just to make the top of the retaining wall a little bit smoother so it's not quite as janky there. Okay, and soften terrain tool. Doesn't seem to be doing much for that. But it works wonders over here. Okay, it's not exactly where I was planning on going, but because I was thinking of coming down the lower part over here. And that was before I changed my mind. And we want to avoid this little area up here. To see where the road is there. Okay, so just inside the trees is where I want to put a road in. So right about here, we're on square. Let's just come down like that. Don't really care what angle it is at this point. I just want to avoid the farming area, and I have. Now we have demand for just about everything. Okay, so let's try putting in a grid here, see what happens. Yeah, it's getting a little bit steep down the far end. And then we'll just connect up a couple of these out here. Okay, don't want it too close to the intersection, so let's start with this one. And yeah, let's bring that one out straight. There we go. Okay, and should I put another one here? Yeah, why not? Okay, and do I have power and water over here? I don't think it will connect over top of a bridge. Oh, it did. Beauty. So the same thing with power. Yep. Still paused. Didn't realize that. Okay, let's go with medium density. Residential. Okay, that was EU housing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are on the European theme, so let's go with that. Fill in those guys. And touch of commercial here and there. And make this the main strip. Okay, and that's a little bit tight to be able to get another road in along the back, so we have waterfront property, so I'll just leave it here. And when we go a little bit further down, like over in this area, then we'll start adding in residential and commercial road along the waterfront. Okay, and that's not building in. Let's bump that up to 3 and see what happens. Just sit back and watch that build. Okay, well, it is building in, but not quite as fast as I would hope it would. It's about 5 minutes later. So we are getting some use along this road here. There's just a few cars going up there. Okay, what was I wanting to do? We were wanting to replace where this highway is. So we need to come into the development tree. Under roads, I need highways. Like that, and still have one development point to play with. I could get roundabouts. What was the other one I was looking at? Crematorium would probably be a good idea. College, I only need one. And the welfare office, we'll get to that one pretty soon. Yeah, let's go with roundabouts. Why not? Probably should have got the crematorium, but oh well, mistakes are made. Okay, so let's open up these two. That should be enough for rerouting the highway. Maybe that one too. Okay, I want to do this while we're paused. So all of this is going bye-bye. Okay, and I don't want to be taking out those ones there. They're so close to the edge of the map, so let's... Okay, so I'm just going to put a note in there, just so that I have a little bit of room to play with at the edge of the map here. Okay, there we go. Now let's just make sure that we know where we're taking our highway to get around the farming district there, the fertile land. That stay on? No, it won't. Now I'm wondering if I should come right along the coast here and then up. Now, that might be a better idea. Come along the coast and then up. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and for this, let's go into parallel road tool. I just cannot see anything here. Okay, that's perfect. Continuous road. Continuous curve mode, I should say. Okay, that's our highway in. Almost. Just have to connect up this little bit up here. Okay, so come off a parallel road. Back that off just a touch. There we go. Okay, now our highway is all connected up. Let's see where that fertile land is. Okay, so we want to bring our interchange off of right about here. Okay, there we go. Now with this road, let's just bring that out a little bit and start following the terrain along here. We can have another highway interchange here. That looks like a pretty significant hill there. So why don't we just take the road right underneath it? Right underneath the highway. Okay, so let's come in here and flatten this out. Okay, we have a nice small brush. Let's take that right up to the edge of the highway. Continue right on the other side. Okay, and take out these little sections there. Connect this up. And now we can bring our road through. Let's turn that back onto straight. And I didn't do a very good job of landscaping there. Bring that straight on through, 178, 180. Still need to straighten that out a bit. Okay, and let's reconnect our highway here. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. Let's just come from the other direction. There we go. And then our replace tool. And just click and drag, and there we go. Oh, one more little section. Now, how are we going to do this? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to, coming off the highway in this direction, we're going to curve it around, go underneath the bridge, and connect in up here. Bring in this guy over here. And coming off this way, we're going to do the same, basically mirror it. And then to get onto the highway, I have an idea. Scrap that. We will do a flyover. So let's see how long this takes me. Okay, so that's the start. How high up is that? Way too high. Okay, well, that was a big hot mess, and once again, it's fairly ugly, but it should work. Let's take that off a pause and just make sure it does. Okay, so we've already got traffic going down there. Now, I don't remember if I have roundabouts yet. Yes, I do. Okay, let's actually make that one into a large, since that's the main entrance into the city at the moment. Okay, and I bet that encroached on the fertile land, didn't it? No, it didn't. No, this little bit did, but we can live with that. This one here, I don't have intersections yet, do I? Parking spaces, intersections. Okay, let's take a look at the development tree. I need a total of 6 to be able to do that. Okay, and our next one, we get exactly 6. Okay, so I'll have to wait until we get to Grand Village before I hook this up. But in the meantime, let's come over here. Yeah, there's not much happening here as far as growth goes. But yeah, there's, what is that? Commercial sustainability. These are really good places to put in commercial. Let's do that. Grow in right away. Turn that off so we can see what we're doing. Turn on our terrain tool. Once again, hand is in the wrong spot. There we are. Okay, there's a fairly steep hill here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. So let's make things easier on ourselves and come across here and build out a grid. Yeah, let's just use the grid tool. So much easier. Okay, there we go. Except that this one doesn't line up quite right. It's probably where it should have been, but we all make mistakes. Okay, there we are. Now let's fill this in. We have a small demand for low density residential. Let's do fill. And yeah, let's go with North American this time. Okay, and let's put a path in. Turn off the snapping. Crosswalk right on the edge of the road there. We probably want something coming off the corner down to the main street. And that didn't hook up. Being a little finicky with me today. And I think another one right about here. Actually, that should be a road connection in there. That one and this one. Okay, and now we'll put pass in. So I was right the first time. We still have high demand for commercial and industrial, and a bit for residential as well. So put that in. Put commercial along here. Okay, and our industrial. Where am I going to increase that? Yeah, probably just keep on expanding this area over here. And yeah, that's plenty of industrial. Okay, Grand Village. We finally made it. And what was I looking for? It was the intersections. Only 4 points. I thought that thing said 6. Expansion permits. Okay, I got them backwards. Okay, well, I'm going to need large roads anyway, so. Okay, let's see what else we can come up with these last 2 expansion points. Actually, it's crematorium was one that I wanted. And only have 1 point left, so incinerator plant will have to wait until next time. And I now have high density. Wow. Where am I going to put high density residential? Okay, the low rent housing, that counts as high density. Let's actually take a look at our property values, if I can find the right thing. There it is. Okay, building color. These ones are all Getting pretty high as far as building value goes. But the land value isn't all that great. You know what? That would be a good spot right across from the commercial, I think. Put that on fill. We are on European. Does that do it? Oh, I'm on pause. And that should take care of all of that. Those 2 squares, that's all it takes to get rid of the high density. Okay, and low density, this is row housing. One away from the edge there. Okay, that's just not growing in. Okay, high rent. Okay, so we need, we still have low density demand. Okay, that's medium density row housing. So let's go back to fill, just the regular low density stuff. And it started to go down, but it bounced right back up again. Okay, and we now have offices that are in demand. So let's put in a few of them. In specialized industry, we now have grain farming. Okay, that's great. There are a couple of places we can put that in, like right over here or right at the original spot that we wanted. So we'll come back to that in just a few minutes here. And the expansion permit, let's, forest fire. Okay, we probably need some services out over this way as well. So why don't we start with fire? Okay, that was healthcare. That's why it wasn't coming up the proper thing. Okay, and what else? Progression. Okay, so I need to come under here. Firefighting. And I need 3, so let's go with a fire watchtower, unlock that. So we definitely need a fire station out here. Wow. We don't have any fire coverage at all. Someone's been slacking on the job. Okay, let's do that. What kind of coverage does that give us? Half decent. And put one in over here. Okay, we now have good coverage everywhere, which probably means that we don't have any police coverage anywhere. Take out the path. No, it's not. And this is quite the big building as well. Be careful where I place this. Okay, let's bring another road off. Okay, which 90 degree do I go with? Let's go with that one. Okay, police station. Close to the corner, and then I have room to expand it when I need to. Yeah, doesn't change the footprint. I thought it did. Now we have the one station out there. We definitely need another one out here. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a collector as well along here to take people up to the other district up there. Okay, and yet our coverage is still not that good. Okay. Anyway, we have all the cars going out. And healthcare. Okay, we're still good. Well, it's getting a little dicey out over this neck of the woods. And we now have a crematorium. What would be a good spot for a crematorium? I think close to the graveyard. Down like that. And put our crematorium in. Okay, and I don't know why it just said abandon these buildings here. Wrong zone or outside the zoning grid. Okay, it's a residential building, yet it's on residential land. Oh, it looks like the zoning changed. It would be the same with all those buildings. See if that did anything. Well, those ones abandoned. They're cleared out. Okay, so why don't we bring this road right through? It looks like a logical connection over here. Yeah, let's curve it. Okay, and that guy's all hooked up. And not too janky. Let's turn that off so we can actually see it. Yeah, a little bit of a hill in the middle there. Okay, and I don't think the smoothing tool will do too much around the cemetery here. No, not really. Let's try that. And smoothing tool. That's better. Okay, so just make a little flat pad around it, and then you smooth it out. Now, what are we doing next? Let's take a look at this. That's district creation tool. Okay, that'd be great. Let's actually use that right now. Start off Sure, that looks like a good spot. Okay, so I just put in a few little districts here. Like I have the industrial, a couple of residential areas over here, and a third one over here. So now what that means is I can click on the police station and select the operating district. That one I just want over there. And the other one, where are you? Need to find it first. Okay, select operating district and just can take care of all three because they're all fairly small areas. And I need to change this district here. And this is just the same as when you're building your farming industries or mining. Overlapping items, okay? Okay, didn't like that node that I was putting in there. This one right on the corner. So all you do to take care of that is right-click on the node that you want to have disappear, and then just draw it in again. Make sure that the corners don't overlap. Okay, so that's the district tool. Specialized industry area tool. Okay, that's for specialized industry. That's just regular industry that we have here. Okay, sing tape records. Start your career with us. Okay. So somebody's hiring. Did I not fill that in? Yes, I did. It's all medium density, I believe, though. Okay, so we still have pretty good commercial demand. So let's continue on along the main street here. Do that. We don't have any in office demand. But let's put in a grain farm. I think that would be a good thing out here. Let's take a look at our area. Okay, so we're just going to extend this road up along the side here and maybe cut across here so that we have two farms that we can work with. And then extend it around the corner here and put a little bit of industry up in the corner up here. Oh, and then connect it up to this road as well. Maybe connected to that. Okay, let's turn this off so we can look. Because the original idea was to bring this road right across towards the train tracks over here. So I do have 7 expansion points. Let's buy that. Okay, and let's take care of that first. That was a 4-lane road. Okay, and these are all the new roads that we have. What is that? The 6-lane one-way road, 7-lane one-way road. 4-lane road. Let's just go with continue on with what we had here. Okay, let's take this out. Let's go right back to the beginning. Over. Let's go page up. Oh, I'm going page down. That's wondering what was going on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we won't be connecting up to that road. But let's come back down here. Let's make this... have my hand in the wrong position again. Just a dirt road coming off of here. We're along the edge. Okay, that's fairly good. Okay, and bring our straight tool in, and there we go. That should do it. Okay, let's put our industry in. That's the grain farm that we're putting in here. And just the same as the districts. Take that out until the yellow fades. Take it right down to the road. You can put in as many nodes as you want, which is good to get around curves like this. Okay, there's our first one in. And put in another one right on the other side of the road from it. Okay, and that should do it for our no car access. The road does not reach the vehicle entry or exit point. Okay. Okay, let's try that again then. Okay, finally got that in. Took me a little while. I had a little bit of overlapping items over here, and it let me continue going with the district. So that was loads of fun. Okay, and we want to put in a few roads out here for building the industry on. Now let's flatten out the terrain a bit here. Wrong tool. Yep. Okay, and then a little bit of smoothing. Okay, now let's put down some industry for our farming areas. See what grows in. Take that off pause. That makes things grow a little bit better. And yeah, my roads weren't quite lined up properly, so the dirt road is lined up with the sidewalk over here. But I'm not going to change it now. Okay, and we do have residential and commercial demand again. Fill in a bit more commercial here. And I know we don't have demand for it yet, but let's put in a few offices scattered around. And I think the rest of that will just do commercial, these empty spots. I need to keep in mind that we have roads that need to cross over the river here. So I need to dezone that. Yeah. Corundum Condos. Modern Classic puts a smile on the faces of its inhabitants. Okay, that would be under special building. That was that one. And gives us 4+ well-being within 1 kilometer. Okay, well, we'll come back to that in a bit. And we have nothing on this side that's unlocked yet. Okay. And abandoned, unhappy. Because of small homes, poor education, lack of entertainment. And reliable healthcare, that was a positive. Well, small homes I can't do anything about because they are low income housing and they are fairly small to begin with. Poor education, I can take a look at that. Yeah, right on the outskirts of it. Yeah, we've only got the one elementary school, but it seems to be coping with what everybody has. Whatever everybody needs, I should say. And I have all the expansions on there. Okay, let's try throwing in a high school and see what that does. It looks like the only logical place for it would be over here. But I don't want it on the main road. No, I don't want a dirt road here. Okay, that's better. And of course I did that. Hill. Slope too steep. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I didn't want a grid. It's quite the steep hill here. Okay, so let's flatten out a pad for the school. Okay, and redo this road over here after we flatten this out. Yeah, that'd be nice having a school up on the hill like that. Okay, let's go to the progression panel. What did I want to unlock here? That was one of them, the firefighting helicopter depot so we can get to the forest fires. College incinerator plant, that was the next one. Okay, hospital I need to. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one development point unused at the moment. Okay, and how is that doing? 17 of 800. 18 of 800. 317 of 1,000. Okay, I probably need some buses in here as well. Okay, so with the population in the schools only being... Oh, that's jumped up quite a bit. Oh, that's the available capacity. That's the number of students that are actually attending is 39 out of the 203 that are eligible. And elementary school, we have 335 out of 1,000 available spots. So I don't want to be putting down another one just yet. Okay, and I just noticed that we have fires all over the place. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We do have our firefighting helicopter depot. Put that over there, close to where the fires are. And I do believe that's a road that I can build on. Yep. It's not the area that I want to build in on that side. No, I can build on this side over here. Okay, so let's just bring a little road off of here. Right there. Stick another one of these on. And you can see the helicopters are taking off right away. And hopefully that'll take care of the fires. See the shadow of one just go whizzing by. Okay, but as far as our build for today goes, I think I'm just going to hook up this road over here, no matter how badly it goes, and call it there for the day. We didn't get very far along. We only went up to level 5 from level 3. But, yeah, I spent most of my time working on this mess over there. Okay, and I'm going to spend a little more time working on another mess over here. Okay, so we've got our two interchanges in. They're a little bit close together, but I think it'll work itself out in a little while, when we continue to expand here. But we are going to call it there for today. And I see that the forest fires have calmed down a little bit. We're getting a little bit better out here. That one seems to have expanded a bit. And there were a couple over here that are completely gone now. Okay, and that's our sewage outlet. Sewage doesn't look to be too bad just yet. We'll look at improving that with some kind of treatment system. This water treatment plant. I think that's just the money that we're short on there. And I didn't realize we were down to just 81,000. Now, that's something that we're going to have to look at next time out. And hopefully the third episode won't be the last. Yeah, if you like what you see, then click on the like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Any questions, comments, or suggestions are all appreciated. So other than that, I will see you next time.